What if I told you that a simple 5-minute process online could dramatically boost your credit score and unlock thousands of dollars in extra spending power? I know, it sounds a little too good to be true, but listen, if you've got a Citibank credit card in your wallet right now, you might literally be leaving significant financial leverage just sitting on the table. Welcome to This Explainer. I'm so thrilled to have you here with us today. If you've ever looked at a maxed out card, panicked over a big purchase, or just wondered how to optimize your credit score, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the absolute best strategies for successfully increasing your Citibank credit limit. So let's get into it. Here's our playbook for today. First, the power of higher limits. Second, eligibility and approval factors. Third, the step-by-step guide. Fourth, navigating challenges and outcomes. Fifth, myths and FAQs. And finally, number 6, summary and disclaimers. Part 1, eligibility and approval factors. The rules of the game. Okay, before you even think about jumping into the Citi portal and smashing that request button, we really need to talk about how Citibank actually evaluates risk behind the scenes. See, the most critical reason you want a higher limit comes down to your credit utilization ratio. This is just the percentage of your available credit that you're currently using. And guys, this is a massive deal because it makes up 30% of your total FICO credit score. The golden rule here, keep this ratio below 30%, ideally somewhere between 1 and 10%. Think about it like this. If you have a $5,000 limit and you carry a $2,000 balance, your utilization is sitting at a pretty high 40%. But if Citi bumps your limit to $10,000 and your balance stays exactly the same, boom, your utilization instantly drops to a beautiful 20%. Just doing the math, getting a higher limit without changing your spending habits is absolutely one of the fastest ways to boost your credit score. So how do we actually get Citi to say yes? Well, here's their internal approval checklist. Right off the bat, they want to see a minimum of 6 months of consistent on-time payments. They're also looking for a low current credit utilization and a solid debt-to-income ratio. But I've got a massive pro tip for you here. Always keep your income and housing payment information updated in your Citi profile. Citi routinely does automatic account reviews, and having an updated higher income on file can actually trigger them to automatically increase your limit without you even having to ask. It's like magic. So make sure your profile actually reflects your current financial reality. Moving right along to part 2, the step-by-step guide, your online playbook. Assuming your financial house is in order and you're hitting those eligibility markers, it's time to take action. The whole digital process for requesting an increase is actually incredibly straightforward. You can do this on your desktop or right inside the Citi mobile app. Here's how it works. Step 1, log in and pick the specific card you want to upgrade, say your double cash or custom cash card. Step 2, navigate over to View All Services. Step 3, just click on Request a Credit Limit Increase. Now, Step 4 is where you need to pay attention and be completely accurate. It's going to ask for your total annual income and your monthly rent or mortgage payment. Finally, Step 5, double-check your numbers to make sure they're right and hit Submit. The whole thing literally takes under 5 minutes. But hold on a second. What amount should you actually ask for if the system prompts you? Well, listen to this quote from our research. A reasonable request is more likely to be approved than an unreasonable one. You see, the underwriting algorithms at Citi are highly sensitive to risk. So if you've got a $4,000 limit and you suddenly ask for a $20,000 jump, the system is going to see a massive red flag. To the algorithm, it looks like you're in sudden financial distress. A much safer, smartest strategy is to just aim for a moderate 10 to 20% increase. Section 3, navigating challenges and outcomes. What happens next? All right, so you've optimized your request, you hit submit. What exactly happens in those next few nerve-wracking seconds? Well, you're generally going to run into one of 3 real-life scenarios. Outcome 1 is the absolute dream. Instant approval. Citi's digital engine loves your profile and boom, your new limit is available immediately to use. Outcome 2, docs required. Sometimes the system just needs a little human verification. They might ask you to upload a recent pay stub or a W-2 within a few days. Totally normal. And outcome 3 is denied. This just means the algorithm decided you didn't meet the current underwriting standards right now. If this happens to you, please don't panic. You just need to regroup and wait a bit before trying again. If you do get denied, it usually boils down to a few common culprits. Maybe your reported income is just too low compared to your current debt obligations, or perhaps your account is too new. Remember that 6-month rule we talked about? Having high credit utilization across your other non-Citi cards can also really spook lenders, and so can recent late payments or a flurry of hard credit inquiries from, applying for multiple loans all at once. The big actionable takeaway here is to just identify which of these things applies to you, fix it, and let your credit profile cool down for a bit.
Part 4. Myths and FAQs. The hard pull fear.
Speaking of credit inquiries, let's clear up the absolute biggest anxiety people have when asking for more credit. Is this going to damage my score? Let's resolve this once and for all. When Citi reviews your account for an automatic increase, they do what's called a soft pull. That has zero impact on your credit score. None. However, when you manually request an increase, it might trigger a hard pull. Yeah, a hard pull will temporarily dip your score by maybe 5 to 10 points for a few months. But here is the really fantastic news. Citibank is incredibly transparent about this. They will explicitly notify you during that online process if your request is going to trigger a hard pull before you finalize it, so you are never going to be caught off guard. And honestly, remember that the long-term benefit of having a better utilization ratio almost always outweighs a tiny temporary 5-point dip. Which brings us to another massive question we get all the time. How often can I actually hit that request button without looking disparate to the bank? The magic number here is 6. You have to wait at least 6 months between credit limit increase requests. And yes, this applies whether you were approved or denied the last time you tried. Hitting the request button every 2 months is just a fast track to getting automatically denied. You really need to give your profile time to season and show a consistent, responsible payment history.
Section 5, Summary and Disclaimers. Your financial health.
We have covered a ton of highly tactical ground today, from navigating the Citi portal to understanding how these underwriting algorithms actually think. But as we reel all this information in for our final wrap-up, I really want to slow down for a second and have a serious conversation about your overall financial health. Getting a higher credit limit is an incredible tool for optimizing your credit score, for sure, but it's fundamentally a double-edged sword. More available credit means more temptation. Please, whatever you do, do not treat this extra credit as free cash. U.S. consumers owe over $1 trillion in credit card debt right now, and carrying a balance is incredibly expensive. If getting a higher limit is just going to tempt you to spend money you don't actually have sitting in your checking account, do not request the increase. Use this tool to lower your utilization, not to finance a lifestyle you can't afford.
And that naturally brings me to our mandatory evergreen disclaimer. Everything we've discussed in this explainer today is strictly for educational purposes and should definitely not be considered personalized financial advice. Banking policies, underwriting rules, and even portal interfaces can and do change frequently. So always read the most current terms and conditions directly on Citibank's website. And if you have complex financial needs, please consult a certified financial advisor or a Citi representative to get tailored advice.
All right, we've laid out the entire roadmap. You now know the rules of the game, the exact steps to take in the app, and exactly how to navigate the outcomes like an absolute pro. So I'm going to leave you with this. Are you ready to log in, update your income, and take proactive control of your credit utilization today? The power to level up your financial life is literally right at your fingertips. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and happy optimizing.